Sephiroth a bit more lately. I've noticed this a couple times now. He was doing this down at this past weekend at MDVA's Homecoming, Xanadu Homecoming, and I think he ended up finishing second overall, losing to Smub and Grand. Smub is a up-and-coming Ridley player who's honestly just absolutely cracked. Like, some people might think that's like that's a big like flub or a big upset, but like when Smub gets going, it's actually kind of insane to watch him do his thing. But as you can see, Jakal out here really putting Tri-State on notice because he just runs this tournament weekly, so we'll see what happens.
Only demon on screen right now is the Sephiroth out here, man, the one-winged angel, a character that it's pretty hit or miss depending on who you ask for the most part. I mean, some people consider him to be top, some people high, but the character does have one thing, and that is range, as well as, actually narrowly not getting the final strong hit of the neutral B out right there. The bomb just narrowly stuffing it out right there, and the up tilt stuffing out Deltaforce's approach. I gotta say, I do kind of understand a pick like Sephiroth out here. This is the kind of character who will at least be able to contest with Link from the mid-range a little bit more without having to play like the minefield of the projectiles. Like, Sephiroth doesn't have like a reflector in the same way that Wolf does for sure, and Wolf obviously has that neutral air that can break through zones really well, but I feel like Wolf, as that forward air, is going to take the stock. Wolf just has to fight Link a little bit more, and when you have a character that takes priority over so many moves with the nair like Link does, might be a little bit easier to just do it with the rough.
That is true, yeah. But Sephiroth, like you mentioned, does play a really good, fantastic mid-range game. And not like he's going to be able to contest with the projectiles exactly, but he definitely has those poking tools to kind of force Link to play, I guess, a bit more honest, you could say. But either way, we can see what Jakal could really get going here. Right now is off to a good start, getting some good extra credit here. And again, that nair coming into play, that boomerang placements. Okay, not going to be able to get the conversion into that forward air. That's definitely what he wanted. But calling out the jump from ledge with the nair of his own to be able to close out that first stock, I mean, that's exactly what we want to be seeing from Deltaforce. Taking 29% is really not that big of a deal. It might be, actually, the more I think about it, because, again, this is going to be a slower matchup because of the way these two characters tend to play.
This is the current number 11 in New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. He might be a little bit different. He actually might be 12. Forgive me for not remembering the exact number off the top of my head.
For shame.
I was looking at it. I was looking for it on my phone before the bracket came up, but it already started before I could find the picture on my gallery phone images. Whatever. Point is, this guy knows how to play Link. He's the best one in Jersey and probably the best one in Tri-State by far, to say the least. So it's not even just up close with the nairs that he knows how to play this character. It's his hitbox placement with it, as well as just classic bread and butter Link stuff with that boomerang as well into the neutral B. You already know the drill. You saw that's how he was able to take that stock, juggling with the boomerang 3 hits into a row into the neutral air. But this is Jakal we're talking about right now, utilizing the bomb to just force Deltaforce right back to the ledge and keeping the pressure on Skiff.
Yeah, Jakal's starting to really find his rhythm here. The pressure is coming out in full force. All right, he's going to find his way back to the ledge. And, I mean, that's one of those things, like, you want to be careful challenging Link out there. I mean, unless you've got Scintilla, which, honestly, is just a coverall for so many different options or recoveries for Sephiroth. But, yeah, the problem here is that Link does have a very wonky little bit of tech where he can actually recover facing outside, right, facing away from the stage, and still recover to the stage pretty well. But if you're not careful, you get scooped up, and all of a sudden you could lose a stock. But worst case scenario, your disadvantage is trades. Like, you all of a sudden Link's got the stage and you don't.
Yeah, it's definitely something one of many things that a Link player, as the up tilt, is going to take the stock. Good catch right there on the aggression from Jakal. It's one thing that a Link player definitely needs to know how to do, is how to utilize that bomb to recover off the level. Like, little remnants of a Snake player, if you would, and they definitely need to know how to tech off stage if that's regarding as well. But now, we got Deltaforce slowly but surely, 3 minutes on the clock in this game 1 so far, keeping it even. Loving the little ping pongs with themselves, man. It's a Link player, he's out here playing doubles with himself. Come on, it's to be expected, Skiff.
And he's starting to get a little bit of something going here. This could be dangerous for Jude Jakal. He's going to be able to find his way back on his stage. Oh, he definitely had the call out there, but unfortunately, Link's vertical is just not high enough to be able to get any Michael Jordan sponsorships, that's for sure.
No, definitely, he doesn't got the kicks yet, my friend. He's got to work a little bit harder to be able to get those a little higher on the numbers for sure. But yeah, he had the placement right there. He unfortunately just did not have the hitbox placement, electing with the forward air instead, which does have quite a bit of range, but it's not going to hit the Sephiroth if it's above. Definitely another one by the ledge, though, at this point is going to kill, but the forward air from Sephiroth will not, as the situation's reversed. Once again, narrowly misspaces the Scintilla right there, but that's Jude Jakal Harris. He's going to be prepared to tech even off of that wonky situation off the stage and wind up being positive out of the disadvantaged state with the forward air right there. Beautiful way to take game one on the part of Jakal.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to hit on too. I mean, it's not even just getting the tech, it's getting the hit immediately afterwards to secure the KO. Look at this right here. Boom, bang, nope. Stab him right in the forehead too, you know.
Can we get the Looney Tunes soundboard?
That was the Ed, Ed and Eddie one.
Yeah, you beat me to it. I was just about to say that.
Mama. Then we can make that sound whenever Sephiroth does his Octo Slash.
Here we go. This is falling.
Oh man.
God.
They just don't make cartoons like they used to.
No, unfortunately not. That's why almost all the characters in Nick Brawl are boomer characters, actually. You know, you got your SpongeBob, your Obelinas, all that stuff, but whatever. Different game, different time. Beautiful way to take game one. We're running it right back to PS2. Ooh. Love the drag downs with the fair ones to just force his way right back down to the ledge right there. So you can get both hits and launch him off, but it's better to actually even sometimes get that fair one instead because it forces Jakal into just as badly of a disadvantageous situation.
He definitely had the read there to chase up, just unfortunately a little short. And that forward tilt, honestly, probably could have taken Sephiroth out, especially at this percentage. The forward air is going to be able to clean it up. But that's the thing, right, is I feel like Link is not talked about enough. Like, this character definitely has some flaws, right? But this character's still really, really good. I know people usually only talk about Young Link because Young Link's frame data is just absolutely disgusting. But the amount of pressure that adult Link can put out, but how strong some of the attacks are, like every tilt is just an absolute monster of a move. So, and look at that. That was actually really clean, too. Nice stuff.
Yeah, all the links are just very, very different. You know, like at a lower level, you know, some people think like the major differences, which obviously major differences is like the differences in their bombs, how like adult Link detonates his instead, whatnot. But nobody thinks about just the sheer superior range on top of the priority and raw kill power that a character like adult Link has. But now the bomb is in the favor of Deltaforce. Actually going to elect to throw it immediately off the level right there. It has a bit of a not the Rob gyro effect, because that F tilt is going to take the stock. Deltaforce is actually putting a visual explanation of what I was just about to say right there. You're going to often find him throwing that bomb straight downwards because as it's bouncing on the stage from a hard C-stick throw down, that's an active hitbox over and over again.
Yeah, no, that, because like there's also the fact that you kind of want to get off stage too, right? Because you don't want the bomb to blow up and immediately lose the stock. So Jakal kind of had to react and just reacted the wrong way. Like that's the potential power of ledge trapping for Link. He has so many options to set up. It's just up to you as the player to kind of utilize them and then get them into motion. And that's what Deltaforce has been doing really well so far. And it's not even just ledge trapping, just kind of trapping Sephiroth in certain areas, just making Jakal try to, you know, choose an option and try to get the best punish possible. Try to capitalize in every single moment here.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna be fighting an item character, not to say he's like necessarily a truly only item-based character, but if you're fighting a character who plays around their items in a way like Link does, you best find out like what scenarios and what ways your character best benefits off of it. Like a little like Rob gyro combos kind of thing. Ooh, whoa! Narrowly getting the little with the
that's a stock, baby! Oh my god, that was beautiful!
The Ed, Ed and Eddie soundboard wouldn't even do that justice there. Holy moly!
That was one of the most intense, crazy offstage scenarios I've ever seen in this game. You see the first forward air, right? Bomb back. You think the match is over, but no. He bombs himself again, techs off the stage, gets underneath the scintilla, and closes it out. That was absolutely incredible.
That's not even Ed, Ed and Eddie. That's Ping Pong the animation right there. That's what he was playing. He was playing ping pong with himself. He's like, anything you can do, I can do better. Yeah, you made a character that plays doubles with himself? I can do that. I can do that too.
Oh my god, that was so good. And now we can see Jakal trying to get down to business here, recognizing, hey, you know what? That was too close of a game. Obviously ended up taking the W. And we do play best of 3 in Fusion. You know, we got to make sure we get this tournament, you know, wrapped up as fast as possible sometimes. But, ooh, boy, gonna get a little bit of damage here. But again, the Wolf coming out, the tried and true, trying to see if they can secure out this game 3.
Yeah, looking pretty poised right now, man. Gonna go with the Wolf. I'm gonna fight a little bit up closer this time around. There's that nair we're talking about right into the bomb. The bomb does detonate by itself if it is left out for too long. It is not only remote detonation in that regard. So that's another thing that Link and Link players, as well as their opponents, have to keep in mind going into this PS2 for game number 3. Once again, the PS2 all throughout the set. Now we're seeing some classic bread and butter Jude Jakal Harris right there. These forward throws into the tech chase scenarios with the F tilts, good reads, reaction spacing, pot shot with the laser when he's far away enough. And so far, he's taken a much more sizable lead than he ever had during that second game.
That is true for sure. And I think the big thing here too is that like you could see the pressure difference between Wolf being out and then Sephiroth being out, right? There we go. We're going to get that back here to clean that up, taking that stock. But yeah, you could see exactly not only just the way Jakal's playing, obviously different character entirely, but the way Deltaforce is trying to dance around this pressure. He's approaching things differently. He's playing a lot more defensive as well.
Yeah, no, he is for sure. He is for sure. Swinging through the fences this time around, though, is Deltaforce. He's the one from behind. He's got to be the one to force his way back in. But there's the up throw on the part of Jakal right there. Going to get a clean 53 this time around. And, ooh, both these players are sort of scrapping by the ledge this time around. Deltaforce is going to be the one to reawaken it there. He definitely needs to take this stock sooner rather than later. And he does not with the forward air this time around. Got the lightning, but not the full hit. He's going to need one more of those if he wants to be able to bring this back. Let's see how much insurance Jakal's going to be able to get on before he loses his first stock here.
I mean, it's definitely getting close here right now. I mean, that's the thing is you just saw Link throw out the forward tilt, and that would be enough to be able to take the stock away from a character. Honestly, I think about any character in the game. At 127, I think even Bowser. That's how strong Link's forward tilt is. It's fairly quick. It's not the fastest forward tilt, but it covers so much space. It covers above him slightly. I think it even covers behind him a little bit. But like, yeah, that thing is like a Swiss Army knife. But unfortunately, that's a punishable move right there. I do get the idea, but Jakal's really good about calling out, you know, when you're gonna drop shield and changing up how exactly he's gonna like be throwing out these tomahawks on you or whatever. So you definitely do got to be careful trying to pull a move out like that. Oh, is that gonna be it? That will be beautifully played, Jakal. Signed, sealed, delivered. Let him know, hey man, that game 2 was on my Sephiroth. Let me show you what's up right here.
Charlie Brown into the Pentagon. Oh my goodness, that down air was absolutely gorgeous. Let's see, he recognizes he's at the perfect percent for the down throw. Ugh. There you go. Why not? Why not when you're up 3 stocks at that stage in the game, my friend? You know, it's not even just a matter of the fact that he was at 12%. He recognized that he had maximum rage as well there, which caused that just a slightly extra bit of knockback to the point where he knew that was going to be true. 0% with none, 0%, you know, on the part of Jakal as well as the Link player if they were both around the start of the game. Maybe he could have held down, but regardless, he recognized in that situation that he couldn't have, and the situation was just perfect for him in that regard. You know, it's a beautiful awareness of percent. That's what you're going to get from a fundamental-based character like Wolf and an even stronger fundamental-based player like Jakal, who is going to advance to his home spot, his comfy little home of Winners Finals of Fusion, which he's very used to being at.